Before I get started on this video, I just want to give you guys a brief message. I've made some updates to my YouTube channel. Not a lot has changed as far as live stream schedules go, so that's going to remain the same. Go to my Discord. I posted a pretty lengthy message about what I'm going to be doing moving forward and how I'm going to be just strictly going on comic book related videos on my YouTube channel because it's affecting my YouTube algorithm. But you can see all the details there in the comment that I posted on Discord and also on the YouTube community if you guys are interested. With that being said, let's move on with the video. Hey guys, welcome to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. Thank you all so much for watching, and today we're going to be talking about Spawn. I did make a video about Spawn and the reboot, and I made it about last year. That was the last time I touched upon that topic, but now I want to talk about it because there's been some news that have come to light regarding the Spawn reboot, and that is that there's some movement already finally happening with the Spawn reboot. So, bringing you this article here from superherohype.com. It shows here that producer Jason Blum teases new movement on the Spawn reboot. Producer James Blum teases new movement. For years, Todd McFarlane has been planning to make his feature directorial debut on the Spawn reboot film. Unfortunately, McFarlane has learned the hard way that developing a movie isn't always a smooth ride. McFarlane has repeatedly detailed his troublesome encounters with Hollywood-powered players in his quest to reintroduce Spawn to a new generation of moviegoers. But now it sounds like there's been a major change in the reboot's fortunes. Comicbook.com recently caught up with Jason Blum, who's lending his name to McFarlane's Spawn as a producer. When asked about the new film, Blum revealed that the few Spawn-related conversations have happened in the last few weeks, and more importantly, they've been very positive. "I'm glad you asked," said Blum. "They've been an enormous amount of activity on Spawn. No new news that I'm going to be revealing here. I'm sorry to tell you, but the title Spawn, I've been uttering the word a lot in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll have more news to come. But suffice it to say, it's a very active development." Blum went on to describe his Spawn conversations as a seismic event. However, he didn't offer any clues as to what this actually means. McFarlane recently indicated that he wanted to recruit a big-name screenwriter to polish his script for the reboot. Whoever this mystery wordsmith is, it could potentially help the film to finally secure a studio for distribution. Spawn's cast currently includes Jamie Foxx as the title character and Jeremy Renner as Detective Twitch Williams. However, the project has yet to get a green light to begin production. Are you happy to hear that McFarlane and Blum are making a new headway on Spawn? What do you think of the seismic event will turn out to be? You let me know in the comment section below. And that's pretty much it. Not a lot of news, obviously, surrounding Spawn. So far, it's not been greenlit. However, I do want to express how I am pretty excited the fact that Todd McFarlane is really trying really hard to get to reboot Spawn, because as you probably remember, I don't know if you guys were around in the 90s, or some of you at least were, there was a Spawn movie that came out back in '97, and the movie didn't do so well. I mean, the effects are very dated. It's not that great, but I'm afraid that we really didn't see so much of Spawn, or at least a lot of the action of Spawn. I think now with today's technology, it would be even better. The technology will allow Spawn to be, shown, and it would actually fit on screen. Like, it would work so well. It'd be so passable now that you can easily just forget about, the original version that came out in the 90s, because that movie is not that great. So Spawn is definitely in need of a reboot. It's gotten an HBO series back a few years back, and that didn't last long. And there's been talks about a reboot for years and years now, until officially recently. And when I say recently, not tonight, but I think around last year or the year before, there's been announcements that Todd McFarlane is going to be involved in the reboot, and he wants to make his directorial debut with Spawn. So I believe in Todd McFarlane. I believe he's a great writer. He's an amazing comic book artist. I just love his art style, and personally, I'm a big fan of Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man. So if you are not familiar with Spider-Man, that's the Spider-Man solo series that he did back in the early 90s, and I'm a huge fan of his artwork, and I'm just a huge fan of that series alone. So what do you guys think about Todd McFarlane making his directorial debut on the Spawn reboot? Are you excited? I am. I mean, knowing that the creator himself is going to be heavily involved in the reboot only makes me more that confident, and it makes me that much more excited to see a Spawn reboot. Anyways, that's all for tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.